6 o'clock now, and I'm going to switch to record if I can find the buttons, and then we'll kick it all off, okay? And then we'll kick it all off. Okay. All right. We are now... okay. Cancel. We are now recording... and we're going. Okay. All right. I'm ready to broadcast, folks. And apologies to everyone out there. We've got 20 or so, and that's good. I don't want a big crowd for tonight. I'm just keeping those great people who's, see what's going on, keep yous all in touch, and let yous know where things are up to, right? Now, I'm of the assumption that everyone here in tonight's broadcast, right, they pretty well know, what's happening sort of behind the scene with the Freedom Union of Australia. So I just want to get a couple of things on the record. Okay. One, my health, right? I'm not sick at all. I've never felt better in my life. I have been swimming now for 12 weeks, 20 laps a day, 50-metre pool, and, that's a kilometre, probably 4 days a week. So I've lost 8 kilos in weight. My stamina, my strength and my endurance has picked up. I'm not a young man, and I know what's involved with this job. I know the types of demands that are likely to be placed, that are being placed on me and likely to be placed. So I've started training, weeks ago, months ago, right? Okay. My health now is fine. Okay. And no, I haven't resigned, right? I haven't resigned. Okay. Now, the resignation angle, folks, for everyone here is, I had to lay a trap, right? I had to lay a trap. The facts of the matter are we have a group, okay, and one of them is someone that I've worked with for a while now, right, through the NSA, National Strike, and now the Freedom Union. And there's a young woman mixed up in there, and she's sort of coordinating this group, and they want to push me to one side and take over the Freedom Union, okay? So that's what's happening, right? It's a good old stoush. It's a good old stoush. And I want to reassure everyone out there, look, don't be concerned about this at all. And there's a number of reasons why you shouldn't. But the first one is this is how unions are built, right? This is how unions are built, right? Unions, building a new union, any union, it doesn't matter what trade, what vocation, what industry, it doesn't matter, okay, is tough business. It's tough business, and you've got egos, and you've got greed and money, and all sorts of factors that come into play, okay, and you just got to deal with it. And I've seen it 100 times before. This is how unions are built. They're tough. They go through some, struggles, internal struggles, right? Okay. And they toughen up. They toughen up and they grow, okay? And that's what's happening here. You've got a group of, real lightweight people that don't have anything to offer. They're all ex-A1 members, except for this organizer, this young woman, right? Okay, she's not. But all the rest, 7 or 8 of them, they're all ex-A1 members. They've tried doing this shit inside of A1. They all got the arse out of A1, so they've come over to the union to try and pull the same shit that they tried to, pull on the membership base of the A1. They're trying to pull it on the Freedom Union base over here, right? They have nothing to offer. More than likely, they're tied up with, secret societies and other shit. You know what I mean? More than likely. But what the important stuff that everyone here needs to know is my status report as of right now. And this is the important stuff about the union, right? Okay. look, we've got some big moving pieces when you own a union, right? Okay, when you say you own it, when you're trying to build it, right? Okay, and one of them is the membership database, okay, and this group, all of them, have no access to any of the membership database. They've been locked right out of all of it, right? They're out. Okay, they have no access, right? Now, an audit, I've asked our IT people to go through an audit, check it all out. It's all undamaged. It's all untouched. And, the advice provided to me at this stage is there's no need to be any concerned about any of the membership database. Okay, so for all of the Freedom Union members out there, be cool. Nothing's been breached. From all of the advice from the experts telling me, they're saying everything's cool. Next is the communications. Okay, emails and all of the means of communication. Okay, locked out. They have no access to any of that, any of it, right? Okay, so they can't use any Freedom Union communications to reach out and start, providing misinformation and so on, right? Okay. Next is the banking. Okay, all of the finances of the union, ladies and gentlemen, all of them are in trust. Right, the wealth of the union that is in trust, and that the only trustee in the union, we've got one trustee that has all of this under her trusteeship. Her name is Caroline. She's very cautious about her, public identity and so on, because of her safety. So, I'm playing it cool. I'm just saying Caroline now. Right, but she is the trustee. She is the only signatory to all of the banking and the finances of the union. I'm not signatory to the banking, and all of that is in safe custody. So you don't need to worry about any of the finances of the union. Okay, so you've got communications tied up, all good. You've got the database, membership database is all safe, all good. It's not been touched. You've got the finances of the union, they're all secure. And then last of all, we got the web page, and all of that is locked, secured, and none of these people, I'm not saying they're still members of the union, so they may go in to the chat over there and, drag some of their trash, with them and, be mischievous. But the worst they can do right now, ladies and gentlemen, the worst thing they can do is mischief. Nothing else. No damage. Okay. Everything is secure. The job at hand now for me is to simply, get about 6 people that are trustworthy in that, and to help me plug the holes left, right, by these people, because they're all out, right, to plug the holes left and, and move on. Just keep business as usual. Business as usual, right? I mean, the international laws haven't changed. The International Criminal Court hasn't changed. The Freedom Union hasn't changed. All of the lodgement of war crimes, all still going to go full steam ahead. And will be dealt with as promised, okay? All right. We've had 5 days, bit of a hiccup, so what? We'll get that back together, and everyone should, just follow through as normal, okay? Like I said, this faction, and they're a faction, right? And factions are very poisonous, mate. Very in any organisation, community, political, trade union, the lot, factions, mate. And these are all ex-A1 faction. They tried to do the same shit to Rick and Rhiannon. Now, I have heard, it's been brought to my attention, there was some big yap out there to say that this particular event that I'm now dealing with was inspired by A1 and Rick Bosey, and that complete rubbish. Complete and utter rubbish, okay? Rick Bosey, Rhiannon Bosey, and not one of the A1 membership team would touch this bale of shit with a mile-long bloody barge pole. They wouldn't, okay? And I can tell you now it's crap, Okay, there's something behind this, mate. I mean, yes, there's money, yes, there's greed, yes, there's power, but once again, secret societies, particularly in Western Australia, mate, the Freemasons are running riot over there. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, why this union is desperately needed, because they know the Freemasons, the Zionists, the Fabians, and all these grub secret societies all know that the reset's coming and they're getting prepped for it. If we don't have this union ready to represent our interests, right, then they're going to have a free rein to rebuild this country into another shithole that they've just finished. They've just finished and we've just cleaned them out, right? They're going to come back and rebuild the same garbage, okay, ladies and gentlemen. And so this union is critical that they infiltrate it, they neutralise it, and all the rest of it, because this union, right, has huge potential. Now, there's a couple of soft spots in the union. I had a really full-on discussion today with one of our members. There's a family of four that all joined, four separate families, but all joined the union, and and had a real heavy heart-to-heart about the union and what it's able to do and what it's not able to do at this point in time. I'm going to interview these people and give them a voice, and if I can, and I'm going to canvass these topics very upfront. Let's take them on, talk them through. Okay. Look, the Freedom Union, right, is in good shape. We're only weeks old, mate. We're only, 3 months old, 12 weeks, 18 weeks, something like that, right? So we're only getting on our feet. This little kerfuffle is blip, and it's going to be gone, right? You won't even notice it, right? I don't know where else and what else these people can do. I don't think they can do anything. In all my learnings, when you're going to have a go at the union leadership, mate, they haven't got any of the pieces in their hand, and I've got them all. I've got them all, right? Okay, not me personally. I mean, the trustee of the union and all the rest of it, right? They have no control over any of the unions and access to any of the unions' infrastructure, and they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. Look, a couple of other things, folks, just bring it to your attention. Look, this Sunday, I'm going to be down in Sydney, okay, and I'm going to be attending a big event. It's like the Anzac Day. Equivalent. These are my words. They're not the words, proper words, but there's like an Anzac Day for Russia, and they've got a big event in Sydney. And I've been invited to go down to Sydney to attend this event, and also to meet with the Aussie Cossack in the the Russian consulate at Waruna, I think it is, down there, and I'll be the very first person to get access to Simeon. I'm going to go in there and meet the consulate and diplomatic staff, and there's a private event inside, so I'm going to be attending that. And then later, I'm hoping to privately interview Simeon, get him outside somewhere where the pool is, and talk some matters through with him. Okay, Simeon's a member of the Freedom Union, and he's highly valued by myself and all the other crew out there. We wish him well. So that's on Sunday. Okay. While I'm down in Sydney, I'm expecting to do a couple of other jobs as well. Try and get a couple of other things done, and then head back up to Brisbane for next week. Next week is when I'll fill these holes that I've got going. I want, before I leave on Friday to Sydney, I want to get the ICC lodgement stuff up and running, and I'm working on that now. That's the first one. The second one is the contact us, the email. When you write in, I've got to have someone there that's able to pick those emails up and bring them to my attention, or to respond, or whatever the case may be. Okay, so That's happening on that front, right? It's a very busy weekend. I'm hoping to, look, all off, this inconvenience may cost us, 8 or 9 days production, not full days, but 8 or 9 days production. It's not going to be much, okay? Look, the thing you need to understand, folks, is this. Look, the Freedom Union and the angle that we're coming in on, right, is fantastic, mate. It is really, really, the way to attack these people. In my experience, when you're trying to defeat order followers, right, bureaucracy, you got to get another part of the bureaucracy to eat that bureaucracy, okay? If you try and do it yourself, you run out of cash, energy, reserves, and firepower, So you get another bureaucracy that, chew that. The International Criminal Court, we want to get them chewing other parts of the Australian bureaucracy, right? So we want to get them together. And this union is really sitting in a very sweet spot. We just got to exploit it, right? We've got to build it and exploit it. The big thing is membership, folks, is membership, right? We need more members, right? We're still not at that critical mass, right? We don't need 1 million people. We don't. But we need the critical mass, and we don't have it yet, right? So please, spread this word. Go to everywhere that is in your circle of influence, right, and promote the union, okay? I'm hoping that Simeon, the Cossack, and I can come up with some really, really good stuff in our discussions in Sydney to promote and build the union. And you've got to understand, Simeon's plugged into the George Galloway, platform. Well over 2.5 million subscribers, and they get tens and tens and tens of millions of views worldwide. And that's the audience that the Freedom Union is now in front of, okay? This is massive opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, but we've got to deliver here in Australia. We've got the whole world watching us. Seriously. I mean, these fucking retards, mate, that are pulling this shit at the moment, they're airheads, mate. Airheads. Haven't got a clue. I mean, I'm trying to build and generate audiences of 2 million, 3 million people. I'm trying to, show the world that here in Australia, the Freedom Union is a great way of getting ourselves organised and protecting our interests and so on. The same laws that I'm relying on, and we are relying on here in Australia, are available in Canada, and available in America, and available in England and Europe and so on. It's international law. It's all the same law. So, I'm very proud, to be out trying to showcase Australia. I want to showcase our membership and what we can do here to the world. And the whole world is starting to, look and listen to us. And that's all due to, guys like Simeon and also with Rick Bosey. I mean, Rick Bosey gave the union a good, nod on his green room on Tuesday night. And we love it. We love it. I mean, we want to work with Rick and A1 and Rhiannon. We want to work with the likes of Simeon Boykov, and we want to work with others as well. And we're trying. But this little retard faction, that's led by, an insider that I trusted, and this is how they happen all the time. But just when she thought she was, hey, come here, you, and had to lock her out and shut her down, Look, I let me say this. One of these women in this group, one of them, there's a few women in there, right? But one of these women, and you know me, I don't take things personally. I just don't, right? I don't care. I don't care what people say about me, right? And as an old communist, I mean, what more do you want me to say, right? And admit to, right? Anyway, look, guys, one of these women questioned my commitment to Christianity, right? She said, I'm not a Christian at all. I'm wedded to money, right? Okay. I'm a greedy, alcoholic, whatever, and I'm not a real Christian and all the rest of it. And that's the only thing, that's the only spear that was chucked at me that hurt me. uh, Questioning my Christianity. Let me just say this. Listen, I am a Christian. I am. I'm a God believer. I am. I've died twice and nearly died in the floods and all the rest of it, mate. I got no choice, mate. God's got my attention, and I believe He's in His existence. I am a Christian. I'm a fucking bad one, though. I'm a bad Christian, right? Really bad one, right? But listen, if there's one thing that I can say that being a Christian and a believer in God, and that's really helped me, and I think it's great. What it's done, it's allowed me not to hate my enemies, even all of these idiots, mate, and some of them are probably Freemasons and all the rest of the shit, right? Okay, but I don't hate them. I don't, right? I can't forgive. I'm not up to that part yet. Where God says you've got to forgive them, I'm not up to that part. But I am up to the part where, hatred, right? Get rid of it. Hatred is a poison. It's you drink your own hatred, you poison yourself. And I really, if I could say to every one of the union out there and anyone else out there, please don't hate these people. Don't. I don't believe this union in its infancy should be built upon hate, right? I just think if we do that, we're going to end up poisoning we're going to poison ourselves, right? I mean, as an old communist, right, that's one of the things, man, that they were so good at was hating and teaching you how to hate and why to hate and all of that, mate. And in the end, mate, the communists, the old school communists, mate, the proletariat got snuffed. They poisoned themselves. They didn't have to be defeated. They poisoned themselves, okay? So let's not hate these people, and I don't want any of the union members to, generate an environment of hate and all that sort of stuff. Please keep all that down. We don't need to. Everything is secured. We have nothing to be concerned about, recruitment, new members and stuff like that, and making sure these campaigns work. That's what we got. We don't have to worry about these people. They got nothing. They got no access and no and nothing to offer except mischief. Right? Ignore them, blow past them, do whatever you got to do. If I don't get custody of the Telegram channel and the YouTube channel, if I don't get that back, by the next few days, then I'm just going to rebuild another, right? And just they can have it. They got no one there now, and I'll just close them down that way. The Cossack has got an IT team, and he said, John, any help the union needs, you'll get it from him. He's a foundation member, and he wants his union to survive and to prosper, and so do I. What time is it, guys? It's 25 past. I've been going for about 25 minutes. I'm going to have a quick break and just open it up. I don't know how to work questions and answers, but if anyone wants to speak, just put your hand up or do what you got to do, and we'll let you ask the question, okay? If not, I'll have a quick sip of water and keep talking. Okay, all right, I'll have a sip of water and keep talking. I haven't got a lot more to say, guys. So look, this is where we're up to now, folks, everyone, right? The union's in good shape. I'm in good shape. We need more members, and we got a plan to do that, right? And I'm trying to build that up, right? Okay. And, please promote, okay? That is going to get us through, right? And we're going to have this union. We are now being opened up to an international audience, 2.53 million, and that's going to be, very, very exciting to see that side of it build up as well. The immediate job at hand for me, I've got about 6 jobs that I need people to do. If you're willing to help, put your hand up, make contact. Make contact with the admin of this channel, V, sorry, my hands are all fucking cribbled up. But V, make contact with V, let him know. I know Pack Woman, I've already spoken to personally today. Pack Woman, I know you're here. And I've got one job I think you might be able to do a good job in, right, and help the union, and I can trust you. So leave it for now. Let me come back to you, okay? If there's anyone else out there that thinks that they might be able to help, that's a hard question when you don't know what sort of help is needed, right? I get that, right? So, but stick your hand up, and this is where unions, this is where they really grow and mature, right? Is when the union comes under distress, and the real members of the union come to its aid to protect and promote and to strengthen it, okay? This is how unions are built, okay? It's not like going to Myers saying, I got $50 and I want to buy a shirt, right? It doesn't work like that. Unions are a whole different animal, right? And for us to be long-term, strong, all that, we really only need, a few more hundred, right? We'll get to the critical mass. We're close, but we're not there yet. Okay, we're not there yet, guys. Okay, all right. Comments, questions, anything out there? Has everyone been switched? Everyone's on mute. Okay.
Hello, John. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Who's talking?
It's Afra, John. Afra Horbiers. I just discovered, only just a few days ago what happened actually, but I really, unfortunately, missed the beginning of your speech. Another call came through, which I had to answer. Can you just see what you would have said at the very beginning of tonight? Can you just see it for me so I'm up to speed?
Look, I didn't get all of that, my sister friend, but I've got the record button on, and I am recording. So I'm going to give this capture to a couple of people, admin. You'll see V, and that on my other channel, and he'll get it out, and this will go back up. Okay, sis? I hope that satisfies what you've raised with me, okay?
Thank you, John. Right. And I'm sorry I'm so quiet. Okay, thank you.
No, all pleasure, mate. Listen, I'm an old dude, mate. We're all mucking around with this technology, but we're getting the hang of it. So, look, guys, this is being recorded. I'm going to start to wrap up now. 30 minutes, mate, is my limit, mate. I'm not doing 1 hour and all that. We don't need it. We don't need it, okay? I want to be far more efficient getting the information to you and cutting it off. 30 minutes, okay? So, look, this is captured, I'm hoping. I'm hoping I get the everything right here, okay, and it'll be circulated. I'm going down to Sydney. I've got some very, very heavyweight, commitments down there, okay, and I'm going to be the first guy in over 2 years to get inside the Russian consulate and talk to Simeon, and there's a lot of stuff that we want to canvass, man to man. That we can't do over phones. Okay, we just can't do it, right? It's no privacy. So we're going to have all of that, and as I say, Rick Bosey on the Green Room done a great job giving us some promo as well. We know who these people are, right? And they're all ex-A1, and they tried to do the same shit to Rick and Rhiannon and the A1 members. And they got blown out. One of these women tried to get A1 involved, the party involved in an insurance fraud, and she got arseholed. And so her and her mates all come over to the Freedom Union trying to create this rubbish, okay? They are retards, everyone. They are retards. Look, I want to build so everyone is aware. I want to build this union up and really get it fine-tuned and working and that. And then I want an escape. I want a whole new team of people that's going to take this union over and take it into the future. And then that's my contribution. It's maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years. Okay, I don't know, but that's what I'm doing here, everyone. I'm not building this union for me. I mean it. I've done this before. It's a tough business, and I'm not young anymore. I have a boat. What educated man, what person of any sanity would choose a union over a boat? You get me? You have to be insane, right? So I want to go back to my life. I want to try and save what's left of my marriage and all of that, and get to know my kids again. So I'm not doing this for me, folks. I'm not trying to build a union, and that's going to be a long-term bet, and then everyone's going to have to go to war to get me out. No way. No way. I'm here as a tyrant. You can't build a union in 2025 with democracy. You can't. You will kill it. You will kill it, right? You try and do it with democracy, it won't work. The only way you're going to build a union and get it up on its feet and get it ready for the people to hand it over is with a tyrant who knows what he's doing. And that's me. That's me. If anyone tries to force me to work under democracy, I just quit and leave. I won't cop it. I won't work under democracies, mate. I hate democracy. I love tyranny. I do. But I want to hand it over. I want to get it up, make it function, get it profitable, smash these bastards, and then give it and hand it over. Have an escape route. And I want broad ownership. I want big thinking people as part of it. I mean, I want people, like, Ozzy Kozak and others, who've got big connections and that, right, to be behind this union. And that's what I'm trying to do here, right? Think big, talk big, act big, all that, and be international and be deadly serious about what I'm doing. I have maybe 2 years, 3 years. I'm 65, folks. You can't ask this of me. You cannot ask of me to go working 5 and 10 years in the future. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not. Okay. I want to do it right. I want to make a good contribution and do everything right and set everything up right. But I need time and I need members and I need your support. Okay. So that's the end of tonight's presentation. I'm going to try and get this recorded. It is recorded. I'll try and get this parceled up and get it edited properly, and then get that posted out by the usual routes, okay? In the meantime, folks, look, these other people, these pissants, right? That's all they are. They're pissants, mate. I mean, don't hate them. Don't hate them. Hate is a poison. You'll end up poisoning ourselves if we do, okay? I'm not saying love them, but don't hate them. But just flick them, mate. Get them out of the way. They have nothing to offer. They are retards. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Well done, John. Well done, mate.
Thank you, John.
Wayne and Gwen, thanks very much, mate.